man is back.
Oh, okay, boys. Oh my gosh, the man got that stuff. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have the leopard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But look at that, my God.
This is your boy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash to find out. Back at it with another Call of Duty Black Ops 6 commentary video gameplays for you guys. We got some more NBA topics for you guys here. Now, this one isn't as severe as the NBA All-Star fiasco, nor is it severe as the Jimmy Butler situation that apparently has been settled, nor is it as severe as the AD Luka trade or any other blockbuster trade that happened. It's not that severe because it hasn't happened at this moment in time, that is. Now, it could happen in the future, but it hasn't happened at this moment in time. What am I talking about? The NBA shortening their games. Let me be more specific. Not the games, because we talk about changing the amount of games played per season from 82 to less than that. We ain't talking that. What I meant to say is the NBA shortening the minutes. So instead of 12 quarters, 4 of them obviously, meaning 48 minutes per game, the talk is 10-minute quarters, which would cut it down from 48 to 40, and would be possibly making the game last for 2 hours as opposed to 2.5 or whatever the case may be. That's what Adam Silver said. He said he's a fan of 10-minute quarters. And then he also said that obviously if you're going to the arenas, you're not advocating for this. But if you're watching at home, then yeah, you may want to see this happen. Not to mention that the Olympic Games and the games that are played overseas have 10-minute quarters. He also brought up that in college basketball, they don't do quarters, they do halves, but it's 20-minute halves. So that's 40 minutes of basketball. And he also pointed out that the NBA has the most amount of minutes played in terms of their quarters in all professional sports. Now, I want to talk that part. I'm not sure how true that one is because isn't the NBA, isn't the NFL quarter, first of all, they got 4 quarters. I believe the NFL quarters last for 12 minutes as well, right? I believe so. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think they're either 12 minutes. Yeah, they're 12 minutes. Wait, no, that's not accurate. They're 15 minutes. So for him to say that, oh, the NBA product lasts the longest because they have 12-minute quarters, or they have the longest amount of quarters, that's not accurate. The NFL has 15 minutes. So right off the bat, you're incorrect there. So that's number one. Number two. So this is why, but here's the thing though. This is why when it comes down to what is the bigger priority here, because this was a topic when it came to Joel Embiid on First Take early in the day. This Wednesday, by the way. Now, Wednesday as a February the 12th, by the way. By the time you're watching it, it would be a week later. I would be in Cali. But that's another story for another day. But it was a topic on First Take where they was like, yo, Joel Embiid should have sat out the Olympics and focused on the NBA season. So what does this mean? What this means is that people are prioritizing the NBA league over the Olympics. Meaning that an NBA championship takes top priority over winning gold at the Olympics in basketball. So to say, oh, the Olympic game is 10 minutes quarters, well, so the Olympics basketball games are the inferior product when it comes to them and the NBA. Because otherwise, Joel Embiid sitting out the Olympics so he could be ready to go for the NBA season, that logic should be backwards. Joel Embiid should not be playing in an NBA season. Instead, he should just wait for the Olympics. But that's not the case here. Because we all know between an NBA championship and getting a gold medal at the Olympics, what's the top priority here? The NBA championship. So seeing that, that means that the NBA is the better basketball product or the better basketball sporting league over the men's basketball at the Olympics. So that statement right there is irrelevant because the NBA is a bigger priority, is a top tier level than the Olympics basketball. It is. It just is. Whether people overseas or internationally want to believe that or not, it is. Get used to it. So there's that. Now, the only reason why I learned about this is because Chris Moore did a video about this. And one of the things that he brought up was the fact that the guys that came before these players now, yeah, they did 12-minute quarters and they tried to play all 82 games. Like, obviously, you know, a number of them either play all 82 games or they came close to doing it. Nowadays, people are doing load management. A lot of that is being done right now. Load management, where we talking about superstars, all-stars, not playing games. Like, there was a scenario recently where ESPN was advertising, oh, Luka is about to make his Lakers debut. You know, it's something like that. I forgot how it went. So I could be wrong on this. I'm letting y'all know right now. I could be wrong with this, but I'm going to say anyway. But what ended up happening was, not only did Luka not play, but to make matters worse, LeBron didn't play. This is the same game, I think it was against the Pacers, that ESPN were advertising. And they was like, oh, Luka gonna play. He gonna make a debut. And not only did Luka not play, but to make matters worse, LeBron didn't play. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, obviously ESPN had no control over that. None at all. But it makes him look really, really bad when stuff like that happens. And now it's like, yo, wait a minute now. Now you have networks like TNT and ESPN and ABC and whoever else broadcast these games. Now they're looking like, yo, how are we supposed to advertise these games when the superstar's not playing in these games that we're advertising them to be in? That's a problem. And that is a problem. But that's another story for another day. But the fact of the matter is this. Superstars are taking these games off. Now, in the case of Luka, in that case, you could say where he was still injured. He wasn't like, what's the term here? Clear. That's the word I was thinking of. He wasn't clear to play. I have no clue how the Pacers lost that game, but that's another story for another day. He wasn't clear to play. So, if you want to roll with that logic, okay, fine, so be it. But it still doesn't change the fact that a number of these players do take part in load management. And I just gave you an example. LeBron didn't play. And I'm like, are you serious? This is a televised game, and he was advertised to play. And these tickets ain't cheap. Not like they were back in the day when these players actually tried to play every single game. Whether they were hurt or not, they would try to play every single game. And now you got these players up, so, oh, I'm taking load management. I'm taking this night off, whatever. Well, again, now here's the thing. I got to be fair to the players, though, because in some cases, it's the players who are doing it. But in other cases, it's the front office, the team doctors, the coaches saying, like, no, you ain't playing. I don't care how much you want to play. You're not playing. And, you know, the players are being forced to shut down for the day. So, you can't just solely blame that on the players. But because of the fact that you got Adam Silver talking, so, yo, let's lower the amount of minutes per quarters to 10. Now it's like, bro, y'all babying the players because you got guys like Kevin Garnett and Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and Bill Russell and Clyde Drexler and Hakeem Olajuwon and Kevin Johnson, guys who played before these guys did. They like, yo, what the fuck? We played 12 minutes quarters and we try to play all 82 games. Like, we ain't do no low management shit. So what is this? So yeah, that's a problem. And then now, here's what the worst part about it. The worst part about it is this. And that would be like these records. It's going to be harder for these records to be broken because when people are breaking these records, they have more time to play. So they would take part in 12-minute quarters. But if you lower to 10, a number of these records won't be broken unless all these players pull the LeBron and play in the league for 20 plus years or 30 plus years or whatever the case may be. Like the dude ended at 18, so like 28, 38. Yeah, this is like 20 something years. That's the only way records can be broken if they stayed in the league for 20 plus years. Because without that, not a lot of records gonna be broken. So it's like, bruh, what are we doing here? So, and my thing is this, man. Talk about another reason why he gave was like, oh, it would be beneficial for those watching the games because you know the attention spans is not all that there, whatever, blah blah blah. Okay, so I'm like, bro, they can always change the channel, change it back, or they can have multiple screens because you know you can do stuff on your phone. You got tablets out there, you got laptops out there, you got computers out there. So like I got a TV next to like 3 computer monitors. I can easily, if I wanted to, and I got 2 phones and a tablet. I could literally, and then I got a laptop. I can bring that laptop to my office, and I got another computer behind me. I literally can put up 9 things to watch. One of them being an NBA game. So if I'm bored of the game, I'm turning my hand slightly to the left or wherever to watch something else. I could easily do that. Now, again, that's me. That's not everybody. But the bottom line is this. Everybody have multiple screens where they can watch multiple stuff. And then you got YouTube TV where you can broadcast multiple games on one screen. So it's like, what are we talking about here? So bottom line is this. I'm not a fan of the 10-minute quarters. I don't think this should be a thing. Keep it at 12 because these players now, again, not all of them want to take part in load management. They're being forced to, whatever the case may be. But there are some players who've been complaining about, you know, because like the reward situation, like, oh, you got to play a certain number of games to be eligible for a reward and eligible for like a bonus or a raise, whatever the case may be. And yeah, some of these players are complaining about that. I'm like, bruh. And then you got, again, I talked about this in the last video, how people or players rather are not giving their all during the All-Star game. They just chilling and act like it's a layup line. And it's like, bruh, y'all bitching. Like, bruh, what are y'all doing? And it's kind of a slap in the face to the players who came before this generation. So bottom line is this. Keep the quarters at 12-minute quarters and just roll with that. From this point going forward, don't change it to 10 or anything stupid like that, like 10, 11, 9, 8, 7, or anything like that. Now, I'm not saying increase it. Oh, heck no. Don't increase it either. Because now breaking records would be more easy for these guys. But at the end of the day, just keep it at 12. So that's my thoughts on that. I'm going to call it a wrap. And with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is your boy New J Gatsby, a.k.a. New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.